The British-Italian helicopter concern of Augustostland developed their AW109 model of 1971 as a commercial-level passenger-minded transport. Initial work began in the latter part of the 1960s under the guise that the new product be centered around a single turboshaft engine in an effort to keep developmental and ultimately procurement costs down. All other aspects of the helicopter would remain highly conventional with a lightweight classification. By 1970, the design had evolved to become a twin turboshaft powered mount and assigned the company designation of AW109, Augustostland Model 109. First flight of the type was recorded on August 4, 1971, to which a years-long period of testing ensued before the aircraft was brought to market in 1976. The series maintains an active presence all over the world today, 2013, and is featured in many military forces as well. The AS350 was originally designed to replace the aging Sut Aviation Aerospatiale Alouette 2 light utility helicopter series. The AS350 appeared first under the Aerospatiale brand label, but is now known under the Eurocopter name. First flight was achieved on June 26, 1974, with introduction of the system taking place in 1975. The helicopter has been in production ever since and has become a fixture in the inventories of dozens of nations around the world. The Tupolev concern of Russia holds an aviation history dating as far back as 1926, having since established a name in large military and commercial aircraft designs. To supply the latter with a new medium-ranged hauler, replacing several outgoing turboprop models, Tupolev assumed a 3-turbofan engine, low monoplane wing design, comparable to Western offerings of the time. The 3 engines were held in the aft section of the fuselage, a configuration popular during the 1960s and 1970s, and design work on the type preceded its first flight, this recorded on October 4, 1968. After passing trials and gaining the required certifications, the new design emerged as the Tu-154, with production beginning in 1968 and spanning until 2011. Deliveries from Tupolev to awaiting carriers began in 1970, to which formal introduction was in 1972, this with Aeroflot. 1,025 examples were ultimately produced, and this breed stocked some 21 airlines during her operational tenure. Today, roughly 100 are still flying, impressive considering the type's inception over 40 years ago. Upon recognition from the West, NATO observers christened the aircraft the Careless. The Airbus helicopters, formerly Eurocopter MBB, BO-105 is a light utility helicopter system recognized around the globe for its versatility, performance, and safety record. The product has served, and continues to do so, in both military and civilian capacities since introduction in the early 1970s. Operators are seen throughout the world providing general transport, reconnaissance, assessment, and an anti-tank over battlefield functionality. The militarized version is capable of mounting the Hot and Hot 2 anti-tank missile system, or similar, making for one lethal and adept battlefield solution. The Puma began life as a product of Sut Aviation designed to meet an French Army requirement for an all-weather, medium-lift, multi-purpose utility helicopter to replace the aging set of Sikorsky S-58 systems in French service. Additional requirements stipulated operation in day or night environments with potential operations of the type reaching virtually in any region of the world. Though originally designed and produced under the Sut Aviation banner, hence the SA in the model designation, ownership of the helicopter changed hands when Sud merged with Sarab and Nord Aviation, becoming Aerospatiale.